It's J-Dog.
Yeah, whatever. I'm guessing you've heard that speech before. Listen, J-Dog, you let your blood sugar get out of whack a few more times, and your extremities, that is to say your hands and your feet, are going to start to become necrotic. That means die. We would then have to cut off those dead bits, leaving you with tiny stumps for hands and feet. Oh, and you'd become blind as well.
Face like you, I'd want to be blind.
Okay, what we're going to do now is what I like to call preventative medicine. Kind of like removing your tonsils, only this time we'll be removing your feet. Let's prep for a distal amputation, please.
Morning. Oh, they're gorgeous. I'll be stealing them later on.
Excuse me, nurse.
Linda.
My mum's in a bit of pain.
She's been triaged.
I think so. Look, how long before she's treated?
About half an hour.
Half an hour?
If you take a seat, we'll be with you soon. How much of a lie did I just tell Mr.
McCaffrey? Well, at this rate, we'll be seeing his mum about 12, midnight.
What?
Even if we wanted to transfer a patient, Linda, we can't. The hospital's packed to the gills.
Right, okay. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed, we're a little busy. So if your condition is non-acute, say you've stubbed your toe or there's a clicking sound in your knee, go home, take some painkillers, watch the tennis and come back tomorrow. For everyone else, I'm afraid there's a bit of a wait.
Half an hour, you said?
We'll do our best, Mr. McCaffrey.
Because mum's a bit confused.
Linda? Excuse me. You seen this? Trust directive, yeah.
And you're planning to tell us?
To be honest, I forgot.
Right. As if I'm not busy enough with a full load of punters, I learned today that every time the emergency department discharges a patient, I will be tasked with deep cleaning their bed. Now, that is a half-hour job if I am lucky. Right now, I don't mind the extra work. Right? If you look in my job description, you will not find deep cleaning of trolleys there.
Sorry, Big Mac.
What, and I'm supposed to lump it? All right, there we go.
How about to get some agency HCAs in?
We can afford it.
Yeah, of course we can.
Oh, smashing.
Does that seem sharp enough to you? Right, I'm going to make my incision just... No. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to make my incision up here. That's what I'm going to do. Right there. Goggles, please, Wayne. Excuse me. Benny?
What's that?
That's a number 23 blade. Now, I'm going to use the Palmer grip, which allows for a more powerful and controlled cut.
No.
J-Dog?
Please.
Does this mean you're going to check your blood sugars?
Yes.
Daily? Okay. Sorry, folks. No amputation today.
It's good to see the attitude here at the most famous court. She's ready for anything. Here we go.
What can I get you?
Bitter. Whiskey chaser. Large.
Tennis fan?
No.
Me neither. More into the football. Can't wait for it to get going again. You like the football? Did you bet?
Whiskey chaser.
Right. That all for you? You okay, mate?
You don't even remember me, do you? Come on!
That kid calls your bluff. You still make the incision.
He was always going to fold, Lenny.
Preventative medicine. I thought you were Clark Kent. You've been Bruce Wayne all along, haven't you?
Not Popeye the Sailor Man? I mean, I'm kind of partial to spinach.
Do you think he'll ever forget to check his blood sugars again?
Well, that was kind of the idea.
Seriously, though, that was probably the single most inspirational thing I've seen in this department since...
Right, thank you, Lenny.
I don't know, but if you ever need a wingman, me.
Thank you.
Right?
James Stransfield,
Sorry?
J-Dog in CDU with his mum, crying his eyes out because he thought you were going to cut his feet off. Is that true?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Oh, look, listen, that kid needed a right...
Lenny, we were trying to teach him to take a little responsibility for his health. I will deal with it.
And if he makes a complaint?
Tess, just leave it with me, all right?
Yeah. Oh. I thought we said 5 for our board meeting.
I suppose you've heard about the trust directive.
Yes, Henry mentioned it.
Well, it's really slowing us down. I was thinking of hiring some HCAs.
Let me guess. Staff are unhappy and Sister Bateman thinks she ought to do something. Who's running this department, Linda? You are. Don't let her spook you. If we blow the budget, it's not her neck on the line.
Well, the HCAs were kind of my idea.
I'm sorry. Really.
What do I tell them?
Putting a gloss on bad news is what we do. Thank you. A couple of bits for you there. Sorry, this is Emily, my new PA.
Coffee?
I was just going.
Just a minute. I've been going over your preliminary figures. Sit down. Now then.
This is Matthew Haddon, 26 years old, taken a severe beating to the head and the abdomen. Went through a pub window.
Police will be arriving shortly.
Okay, yeah, number 3, thanks,
Got
guys.
a nasty cut to his head, which has given us problems controlling the bleeding. ECS was 9, it's now 14. BP was 120 over 80, pulse 89. Sats 97%.
We've seen Matthew before. Extradural hemorrhage.
Okay.
Sex offenders register.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for the attacker. The puncher who called this in had to stop him finishing the job.
Thank you, Dixie. Hi, Matthew. I'm Dr. Truman. Let's look at that head wound. Tash, could you stabilise for me, please? Ooh, OK, we need to clip and tie that vessel off. Lenny, would you keep some pressure on the wound for me, please? Let's get a fast X-ray to exclude glass from the wound, Wayne. And can we get another line in, please, for a group and save, in case we need to transfuse?
Hey, come on, Mr. Miyagi, you want to stand for that? What?
Wax on, wax on.
No, see, wax on, wax off. Taught Karate Kid how to do cool stuff. This ain't cool, man. Okay, I didn't sleep through 2 years of lectures to clean trolleys.
Excuse my lack of sympathy. You got 2 days off in Bognor next week.
Working. ALS course, thank you.
Working on that, more like.
No.
Oh, hello. Finally. Ah, what are the cheers arriving?
Well,
Should be done in a minute, Matthew. Given his previous head injuries and his GCS, I think we should get a CT, Wayne.
I know you.
How was your doctor?
You should let me die.
Not long, Matthew.
Even if it's just a few beds, we're really struggling down here.
I mean, I wasn't looking forward to it. Well, I was, actually, but...
Thank you. Hang on. The ALS course in Bognor Regis.
Cancelled.
Sorry?
Budget overrun, according to Linda.
But we've booked accommodation and replacement staff.
But this place has changed since you were in charge.
She's doing her best. Do you mind?
It's for my complaint.
Mr. McCaffrey, isn't it? I can give you a feedback form, and we've got a box around the corner.
Oh, you like that? Put it in a box and forget about it.
I'd prefer it if you didn't take photos of staff.
I'm the one in the wrong here.
What is your major concern?
That nurse.
And what is the nature?
False promises.
Linda.
3 hours we've been waiting now.
Mr. McGee, we're unusually
It's McCaffrey.
busy.
But you said half an hour.
Yes, half an hour,
but
I
it's
know,
been 3.
but you're wasting our time. You just sit down. That's sorted, Tess.
I'm sorry for disturbing you.
What happened?
This is Annie. Annie Muds.
Hi, Annie.
Annie's got a sore tummy. Are you busy?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We'll try somewhere else, huh?
Wait.
No, honestly, we don't want to put you out.
You won't. We just have to be a bit sneaky, that's all.
Call it a boxer's fracture. The metacarpal bone of the ring finger. How'd you do it?
Slipped.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll book you into the fracture clinic.
Close your eyes.
Harry! Put it down. Right.
He deserves this.
What's he done?
He took her away.
Took who away? Gary?
Oh. Things you've done.
Police are on their way.
Okay, do you hear that? The police are coming. Let them sort this out.
Too late.
I don't want anything happening to Gary.
Shut up!
He's a good man.
You hear that? He thinks he's a human being. You're scum! Absolute scum!
He has a right to be treated!
Ah!
Hold it! Come on. And keep an eye on him. Right, lads, thank you. I'll take it from here. Gary? Still need to get you to the fracture clinic.
Another time.
Well, I'll schedule you an appointment. What did he do? Was it your daughter?
She was 12.
Hi.
No.
What?
No.
You've got 3 spare beds.
No.
I suppose a sexual favour's out of the question. I'm clinical nurse manager. I don't even need to be having this
Trust
conversation.
me, you do not want to bring patients here.
Why?
Because the clock stops ticking. As far as every other ward is concerned, these patients cease to exist.
I hear you, but I've got patients stacking up. I need a break.
I'm bored.
What's that got?
Send me something unusual. Mystery allergy, tropical illness, maybe a fungus.
We could do that.
1 bed.
Sorry about before. It shouldn't have happened. I should have posted someone on the door. That hurt? Any breathing problems?
No.
I think it's just bruising. I'll call CT. Tell them you're ready.
Are you a senior doctor?
I'm a consultant.
Is that senior?
Qualified to treat you, if that's what you mean.
If I die,
You're not going to die, Matthew.
they won't blame you.
I'm sorry?
They'll think you were just doing your job. Please. You don't know. Every day, it's so hard.
Oh, is it? After what you've done, it's hard for you.
It's hard to stop myself. Help me. Help me.
Yeah, it's Adam Truman in the ED here. I'm up to the CT report for Matthew Haddon. Thanks.
You spoken to James?
No, not yet. I'm
to him.
Yeah, I'll do it. I will. I'll sort it. Yeah. Okay, let me know when you got it. Thank you. Danny, you say Matthew hadn't had an extradural hemorrhage last year. Was there any further treatment?
Neuro did a burr hole to evacuate the clot and a craniotomy to clear. Did Matthew assault Gary's daughter or something?
Would you say there's a risk of deterioration?
I mean, without seeing the CT, anything's possible, I guess.
What about the family?
Nothing on file. I kind of thought they'd washed their hands of him, so...
Chase him up for me.
How?
Improvise.
Hear that click? That, young man, is the sound of a nut being tightened to its appropriate setting. Oh, fuck. Look at that wheel. Take your hands out your pockets. I do not want to spend my very hard-earned cash so a refrigerator truck can lose a wheel halfway down the M4. But don't worry. It's me. Hang on. Hello? Yes, it is. You've got your wires crossed there, mate. I don't have a son.
Ronnie's a good friend of mine, so can you please be nice to her?
Ronnie's the sick one, right?
No, her daughter.
And which one am I being nice to?
Both.
Isn't there another doctor you could have got to have done this?
They're all busy.
Hello. Welcome to Holby ED, a magical pleasure dome of rainbows and leprechauns.
Annie has a sore tummy.
Oh, excellent. A sore tummy. Challenging medicine. OK, when did Annie last pass a stool? When did she last have a poo?
3-4 days.
Right.
I
And is the
know
pain
what a
constant
stool is.
or in waves? Hello, can you speak English?
Excuse me?
Constant or waves?
Waves.
Waves. Excellent. Pinch me. Go on. Damn it, I thought I was dreaming. Right. Is this an accident or an emergency? No, it is neither. So, my advice to you is go and see your GP, and you stop wasting my time.
Matthew's mother claims she doesn't have a son.
You sure it was her?
Pretty sure. Where are we going?
Follow me. James, hello again. Mrs. Dransfield, I'm Adam Truman, ED consultant. This is Lenny Lyons, CT1 doctor. I'd like to apologize to both of you unreservedly for the incident earlier on. I can assure you that at no stage was I or my colleague planning on amputating your leg. It was foolish, and for my part, I deeply regret it. I'm sorry. Dr. Lyons?
Yeah, very sorry.
Good. Okay. Thanks.
What was that?
An apology.
They should be thanking you.
We behaved inappropriately.
Oh, come on. What happened to Bruce Wayne, eh?
He's a cartoon character, Dr. Lyons.
Yes, it is the tennis you can hear. It's how I convinced myself I'm not working on a Saturday. Now listen, how come that pallet didn't get... Rog, I'm gonna have to call you back. Something's come up. All right, Gary. Now listen!
No, your son, the pedo. We made a deal. You remember our deal?
Gave him a beating, did you?
Why is he still in Holby?
Gary, I haven't seen my son in 10 years. I can't control where he lives.
It's all ancient history, is it?
Yes, it is.
Not for me!
I didn't twist your arm. We agreed.
It's a business deal, wasn't it?
We both agreed.
Always were a good negotiator.
You did all right out of it. I gave you enough money to buy 5 trucks, maybe 10. You got a nice home, you put Keeley through education.
I lost them.
Come for another handout, is that
I
it?
want to live my life not thinking your son's around every corner.
Then you're gonna have to take that up with him.
Your son attacked my daughter!
I put it behind me. You should do the same. You'd live longer. Now get out. I said, get out.
Gas? Rani, where are you going?
Home.
Come back, please.
Can you speak English?
He can be a little odd. She isn't well. Please, Rani.
Well, it's not me you need to convince.
Annie, that doctor, he really isn't so bad. He just pretends like he is. Now listen, we're going to find out what's wrong with you, or my name isn't Staff Nurse Madhi Hadurani. Pinky promise. Good girl.
Oi! What are you doing?
Linda, where are you going?
Roger.
Okay, I need to move Matthew Haddon to a side room. I want to keep an eye on him.
Why not wait for one of the beds and cubicles?
Well, we had a little incident earlier. I think it'd be safer.
You've got a security guard right there.
What, you're really going to argue with me? I'm trying to take a patient off your books here.
Okay, whatever.
Right, you'll do that?
Yes.
Thanks.
Can we get some help here, please?
Let me grab that. Sit yourself in there. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon. Thanks, Kirsty. How long have you been like that? Can you give us a hand, please?
I don't know, about 20 minutes.
Okay, let's get him on the bed. Can you tell me what he was doing before this happened?
Excuse me.
What?
You know him? You're his mother.
Goldie.
I'm Dr. Truman. I've been treating Matthew.
Good for you.
We tried calling you earlier.
Did you?
Look, I hope this doesn't sound out of line, but I think you should see him.
I don't want to shatter your illusions, but the only tearful reunion I'll be having tonight is with a bottle of scotch.
We're transferring him to a private area.
Dr. Truman, I've made myself perfectly clear. Now, will you stop badgering me?
Okay. Just wouldn't want you to have any regrets. That's all.
Regrets? Why?
Well, he's stable now. Look, it could be nothing. With his injuries, I can't rule out deterioration, and these things can happen very suddenly.
What's happening?
Tachycardic. Gary, can you stay still for me, please?
All right, mate. Do you ever get a burning feeling about here? Yeah? Are you a drinker at all?
Yeah.
There's 40s, violent exertion in the past few hours. I'd say we're talking about a bleeding peptic ulcer. Yeah, let's get a second line in. Bloods, cross-match 4 units. We need an urgent endoscopy to confirm. Thank you.
A what?
I think you're bleeding from an ulcer in your intestine, mate. Relax, relax.
How bad?
We should be able to fix you upstairs, the medics. You're going to be fine.
No, best case, 30 minutes, they're swamped.
All right, Gary, you're going to need to stay here and we'll do our best for you, OK?
Is there any family you'd like us to contact?
What about your daughter?
Justice. He lives, I die. That's justice.
Where are they taking him?
Oh, thanks very much.
What's going on?
Mr. McCaffrey, or Tim, has put us up on a net.
I thought you were sorting it.
Oh, no, she did. Look, it's here somewhere. Where is it? 1402. You're wasting our time. Sit down.
I suppose it's just a blog, eh, Linda?
I thought you were going to sort this out.
I am.
Let's see Tim's mum now.
But it's not her turn. There's no beds.
Treat her in admin.
McCaffrey.
Dr. Keogh? You need to give Annie another look.
Unless she was hit by a bus on the way to see her GP, I don't think so.
She reported a sharp, repetitive colicky pain, so I palpated her abdomen.
And?
And I think I found a mass.
You're sure it wasn't a rib?
Dr. Keogh, please.
I've got my hands full here.
I'll put her into a spare bed.
No. Nurse Stefani, hang on. I can feel something in Annie's epigastrium. Has she lost weight recently?
A little.
Okay, good. Did she ever put anything in her mouth? Toys, dolls, model cars, wooden blocks, religious implements?
Nothing like that.
Treated an alcoholic priest once who swallowed his crucifix. He pulled the chain back up and ripped out his vocal cords. OK, let's find out what we're dealing with here. Can I get an erect chest and a plain abdo?
And what could it be?
Tumour? Let me know when the X-ray comes back.
He was joking.
I'm busy.
Have you seen Adam?
Not in a while.
Well, do you know why Matthew Haddon's been moved from here?
Adam wants them secure.
He's secure enough here.
That's what I said.
Did his condition
I'm busy,
change?
Lenny.
Just take your time.
It's good to see you.
I'm not here by choice. 2003, Winmere, 11-year-old schoolgirl. Attacker pleaded guilty and got 5 years. They never named the defendant. That was you, wasn't it? I gave you the chance to turn your life around, and look what you did. Destroyed another family.
How's business, Mum?
I'm going to write a prescription for some antibiotics. That should clear up the infection. In the future, try and keep up with the fluids. Cranberry juice is good. Might want to add a little bit of something else with that if you're feeling adventurous, Mrs. McCaffrey. But yes, try and keep up with the fluids, OK?
OK.
Thank you, Doctor.
All sorted then.
Couple more hours, it'd have turned into a kidney infection.
There's people up there who've been waiting 8 hours. Your mum was triaged on arrival and seen in 5. Listen, I did you a favour, do me one. Take the blog down.
Papers are going to love this.
Sorry?
Is this what the NHS is about nowadays?
Oh, come on.
Well, you come on. I spoke up, held you to account. You tried to shut me up. But my mum, bless her, she was a nurse, a really good nurse. Patients always came first. She'd have torn strips off you today.
Where's Mr. Jordan?
A trust meeting. I can page him if it's important.
Yes.
What shall I say it's about?
It's all right, forget it.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, just apart from hating my job and the patients hating me and my staff.
Oh. Mr. Jordan likes you.
Only because he walks all over me. I can't believe I actually thought I'd be good at this.
Coffee?
No, thanks. Tell Mr. Jordan I'll have those budget figures soon.
I'm not going back in.
No.
That business put food in his mouth and clothes on his back. And he blames me for what he is. That's hateful, that is. It's hateful.
If something were to happen, you're his next of kin.
Consent to turn off the machine, that's what you're asking, isn't it? I'd be no kind of doctor. Always do exactly what I want. He was a breech birth, and he killed me. Sometimes I wish he'd killed him. Oh, God. Listen to me. A mother talking like that about her own son. I'm going to burn in hell. Probably see him there. He was just so perfect as a baby. You know how they are. When did he become... Why? you know what I wish, Dr. Adam Truman? I wish that you could cut him open and take out whatever it is that's made him like this. Cut it out like a cancer and give me back my son. You have my consent.
Not a tumour.
Then what?
The X-ray confirms an obstruction running from the stomach to the small bowel.
So what is it?
I don't know.
Well, how can you not know? What sort of hospital is this?
It wasn't definitive, I don't know. There's plenty of tests we can run. Ultrasound, endoscopy...
Dr. Keogh.
I'm thinking. Gastrographin meal, maybe CT, abdomen.
Dr. Keogh.
I take it this is a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Rapunzel syndrome. Fairy tale princess, lives in a tower, lets down her hair to the prince. I think what Annie probably has inside her is a trichobozoa. It's a mass of hair knotted together like this, like a rope. Sorry.
What, is this good news?
Good, it's fabulous.
Yeah, but what does this mean for Annie?
Oh, she'll have to go to surgery to have it removed. I'll go and tell them now. They're going to love this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, mate, I appreciate you waiting a long time, but so have these other people. If you just take a seat, I'll be with you as soon as I can. Yes, I'm still on hold. You're next in line, mate. Yes.
Can I do anything?
Sorry?
Can I help? I know I'm not a nurse. Well, I used to wish I was. If I'm being honest, needles have always freaked me out. But I think what you all do is truly amazing. I heard you were busy, so I'm here to help.
Sorry, are there hidden cameras around or something? I don't...
Oh, Jay, I think she's serious.
So what were you doing up there?
What's it look like?
That was a pharmacy in the ED, though.
It's poorly stocked.
What did I do? If we were like this morning, I must have done something.
Probably.
Something wrong.
Newsflash, Lenny. I'm your boss, I'm not your friend. Okay?
Why did you move Matthew?
I wanted him secure.
There was a guard in resus. Come on, what's in the bag?
I'm sure you have patients to attend to.
Lenny, they need you.
Okay. Careful there. Okay, he's much worse. Shocked, cold and clammy, tachy at 120, BP's 80 over 50.
That's not an ulcer. That's
No kidding. Forget that.
a
But
variceal hemorrhage. How long before the medics can...
15 minutes at best.
He's going to bleed out before then.
Dr. Lyons, do you need help in here?
Seng stack and tube. Oral insertion, inflate the balloon.
Yeah.
No more bleeding. On you go.
Okay, I get it.
Hiya.
Hi.
Coffee?
Oh, yeah, great, thanks. Oh, she sent you, right? The nurse.
Does your mum want anything?
Oh, no, she's fine, thanks.
Emily, what are you doing out here?
Helping?
Yeah.
Sorry, for you.
What is it?
Don't know.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Okay. Inflating. It's okay. We'll be fine. Here, clamp the end of the esophageal.
Lenny, what's going on? Breast's up to 38. His breathing's very shallow. Lenny, sats down to 89. He's getting cyanosed. Are you sure about the position of the tube?
Yeah, of course I am, yeah.
Lenny.
I think so, yes. Where are you going?
You need help.
Fran, take over here, please. Thank you. Excuse me.
You let him insert us in stacking.
I thought he knew what he was doing.
I do know what I'm doing. Look, he's not bleeding, is he?
Lenny, the tube shows 30 centimetres.
Yes.
It's meant to be 50 centimetres down. Can I go back with peas and bloods, please, Kirsty? I need to recite the thing stacking tube.
Karen?
It's halfway down his esophagus, which means it's pressing on his heart and lungs. Do you understand? He is still bleeding, only now he can't breathe. Kirsty, we may need to intubate if he fails to oxygenate.
Yeah.
This is what happens when junior doctors play God. Get me an apron. Pay attention, Dr. Lyons. Who knows, you might actually learn something.
Claire, seen Adam?
Yeah, he's concerned.
Cheers. Oh, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. Hold your arm.
Lenny?
I can't let you do this.
What's going on? Step away.
No.
Step away, Dr. Lyons.
Do you know what? See, if there was a choice to tube him, to shock him, then I wouldn't. But this, no.
It's a tune.
Do you remember when you said that we don't play God, right? What's happened to you?
It's a tune. Junior doctor needs to mind his own business. Do I have to order you?
Yes.
Dr. Lyons, will you please take a look at the infusion label? Read it!
Fine.
Am I gonna die?
No.
Dancitron. Antiemetic.
I should be able to eat my breakfast off that. Coolant tank, quarter full. What happens if one of my trucks breaks down on some highway outside Poznan? How much of my hard-earned cash do you think I would have to spend? Eh? This is a warning. And I only give one warning, do you hear me? One! That's how it works around here, and if you don't like it, then I suggest you find employment elsewhere. You've let me down. Do you hear me? You have totally let me down. Now get out of my sight. Go on, get out!
I'm so sorry.
Surgeons, grown men, pillars of society, acting like excited teenagers. Couldn't clear their lists fast enough, Ranny. They love me.
Yeah, what about me?
Sorry?
Well, if it wasn't for me, you'd still be poking Annie's stomach.
You found the straw. I turned it to gold.
Sure, it's not a rib.
Fishes.
Budget meeting?
Right on time. Oh, Linda, that's very thoughtful of you. Thank you very much. Yes, I was just saying to Emily how well I think you're doing.
Here are my projected figures for July.
Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. Right. This is not what we discussed.
How so?
There's a rise in your predicted agency staffing budget.
2 HCAs.
Training budget. You promised to drop the airless training course. Unacceptable, Linda. Can't afford it.
According to your figures, we can.
How did you get these?
By my calculations, we're still in surplus.
It's a notional surplus, Linda. It's ring-fenced for extra equipment.
My staff need support. My staff need training. We can't afford
Well, I'm
it,
sorry,
Nick.
but the Trust will not go for this.
I can be very persuasive.
Darren, could you chase up his notes for me, please? And shut the door.
What's happening?
Do you want to change?
What are they?
Do you want to change?
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
No.
I don't have time to explain. Just take it. Take the pill.
Oh.
Drink. You'll start losing your hair. You'll have mood swings, erectile dysfunction, breast growth, milk outflow. I've left dosage instructions inside. Follow them strictly, and you'll experience an almost total drop in your sex drive.
Thank you.
When you run out, you know where I am. And I know where you are.
I hope you're packed.
Sorry?
ALS Hamburg, sun cream, mankini.
Bogner.
It's back on.
What? You know what? I always said you were good, didn't I know?
Oh, the cheek of the guy.
Yeah, that's a cracking shot, man.
Look, if you'd have just asked me, I would have happily paused for a snap, you know. I'd have given it...
Thanks, Noel. Mr. McCaffrey?
Waiting on an ambulance. Guess what? Late.
Are you aware that you've broken the law?
Sorry?
The people in your photographs. You didn't get their consent. You certainly didn't get mine.
Didn't think I needed to.
You're going to have to take your blog down.
I'm just about to, actually.
I'm sorry?
There's no point keeping it up. I just spoke to the paper.
What?
I told them that despite the wait, my mum received compassionate first-rate treatment. Doctor was excellent. I think my mum liked her. The coffee was a very nice touch. Oh, your bedside manner could do with a little work.
Hey. You okay? Don't try and talk. Now listen. You know what I'm like. That business was all I had after all that. Nice one, Goldie, eh? Leaving a trail of destruction in my wake. I lost my family. But you don't have to lose yours. You were my first employee, Gaz, and I should have treated you better. You should have treated yourself better. I've called Keely. She's on her way. You should be in her life, Gary. You're a dad.
Hey, Dart. Jordan must be going soft.
Sacked.
Well, I'm sorry if I had any...
Temp contract. I think I want to be a nurse.
Nice. Hang on a sec. Make sure you look me up when you graduate.
Keep fighting.
Thank you.
You all right? You'll be fine. Wow. Turned into a proper little stunner, haven't you? He's waiting for you.
Hi, Dad.
Draxatel, eh? It's very clever. If you're not going to kill him, change him, right? Word of advice, if you're going to go rogue, you're going to need to cover your tracks a bit better. Didn't think to do a liver function test, no? Refer to a psychiatrist.
It's J-Dog. Yeah, whatever. I'm guessing you've heard that speech before. Listen, J-Dog, you let your blood sugar get out of whack a few more times, and your extremities, that is to say your hands and your feet, are going to start to become necrotic. That means die. We would then have to cut off those dead bits, leaving you with tiny stumps for hands and feet. Oh, and you'd become blind as well.
Face like you, I'd want to be blind.
Okay, what we're going to do now is what I like to call preventative medicine. Kind of like removing your tonsils, only this time we'll be removing your feet. Let's prep for a distal amputation, please.
Morning. Oh, they're gorgeous.
What's it like?
I'll be stealing them later on.
Excuse me, nurse.
Linda.
My mum's in a bit of pain.
She's been triaged.
I think so. Look, how long before she's treated?
About half an hour.
Half an hour?
If you take a seat, we'll be with you soon. How much of a lie did I just tell Mr.
McCaffrey? Well, at this rate, we'll be seeing his mum about 12, midnight.
What?
Even if we wanted to transfer a patient, Linda, we can't. The hospital's packed to the gills.
Right, okay. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed, we're a little busy. So if your condition is non-acute, say you've stubbed your toe or there's a clicking sound in your knee, go home, take some painkillers, watch the tennis and come back tomorrow. For everyone else, I'm afraid there's a bit of a wait.
Half an hour, you said?
We'll do our best, Mr. McCaffrey.
Because mum's a bit confused.
Linda?
Excuse me.
You seen this?
Trust directive, yeah.
And you were planning to tell us?
To be honest, I forgot.
Right. As if I'm not busy enough with a full load of punters, I learned today that every time the emergency department discharges a patient, I will be tasked with deep cleaning their bed. Now, that is a half-hour job if I am lucky. Right now, I don't mind the extra work. Right? If you look in my job description, you will not find deep cleaning of trolleys there.
Sorry, Big Mac.
What, and I'm supposed to lump it? All right, there we go.
How about to get some agency HCAs in?
We can afford it.
Yeah, of course we can.
Oh, smashing.
Does that seem sharp enough to you?
Right, I'm going to make my incision just... No. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to make my incision up here. That's what I'm going to do. Right there. Goggles, please, Wayne. Excuse me. Benny?
What's that?
That's a number 23 blade. Now, I'm going to use the Palmer grip, which allows for a more powerful and controlled cut.
No.
J-Dog?
Please.
Does this mean you're going to check your blood sugars?
Yes.
Daily? Okay. Sorry, folks. No amputation today.
It's good to see the attitude here at the most famous court. She's ready for anything. Here we go.
What can I get you?
Bitter. Whiskey chaser. Large.
Tennis fan?
No.
Me neither. More into the football. Can't wait for it to get going again. You like the football? Did you bet?
Whiskey chaser.
Right. that all for you? You okay, mate?
You don't even remember me, do you? Come on!
That kid calls your bluff. You still make the incision?
It was always going to fold, Lenny.
Preventative medicine. I thought you were Clark Kent. You've been Bruce Wayne all along, haven't you?
Not Popeye the Sailor Man? I mean, I'm kind of partial to spinach.
Do you think he'll ever forget to check his blood sugars again?
Well, that was kind of the idea.
Seriously, though, that was probably the single most inspirational thing I've seen in this department since...
Thank you, Lenny.
I don't know, but if you ever need a wingman, me.
Thank you.
Right?
James Stransfield.
Sorry?
J-Dog in CDU with his mum, crying his eyes out because he thought you were going to cut his feet off. Is that true?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Oh, look, listen, that kid needed a right...
Lenny, we were trying to teach him to take a little responsibility for his health. I will deal with it.
And if he makes a complaint?
Tess, just leave it with me, all right?
Yeah. Oh. I thought we said 5 for our board meeting.
I suppose you've heard about the trust directive.
Yes, Henry mentioned it.
Well, it's really slowing us down. I was thinking of hiring some HCAs.
Let me guess. Staff are unhappy and Sister Bateman thinks she ought to do something. Who's running this department, Linda? You are. Don't let her spook you. We blow the budget. It's not her neck on the line.
Well, the HCAs were kind of my idea.
I'm sorry. Really?
What do I tell them?
Putting a gloss on bad news is what we do. Thank you. A couple of bits for you there. Sorry, this is Emily, my new PA.
Coffee? I was just going.
Just a minute. I've been going over your preliminary figures. Sit down. Now then.
This is Matthew Haddon, 26 years old, taken a severe beating to the head and the abdomen. Went through a pub window.
Police will be arriving shortly.
Okay, yeah, number 3, thanks,
Got
guys.
a nasty cut to his head, which has given us problems controlling the bleeding. DCS was 9, it's now 14. BP was 120 over 80, pulse 89. The SAT's 97%.
We've seen Matthew before. Extradural hemorrhage.
Okay.
Sex offenders register.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for the attacker. The puncher who called this in had to stop him finishing the job.
Thank you, Dixie. Hi, Matthew. I'm Dr. Truman. Let's have a look at that head wound. Tash, could you stabilise for me, please? Ooh, OK, we need to clip and tie that vessel off. Lenny, would you keep some pressure on the wound for me, please? Let's get a fast X-ray to exclude glass from the wound, Wayne. And can we get another line in, please, for a group and save, in case we need to transfuse?
Hey, come on, Mr. Miyagi, you want to stand for that?
What?
Wax on, wax on.
No, see, wax on, wax off. Taught Karate Kid how to do cool stuff. This ain't cool, man. Okay, I didn't sleep through 2 years of lectures to clean trolleys.
Excuse my lack of sympathy. You got 2 days off in Bognor next week.
Working. ALS course, thank you.
Working on that, more like.
No.
Oh, hello, finally. Ah, when are the HCAs arriving?
Well,
Should be done in a minute, Matthew. Given his previous head injuries and his GCS, I think we should get a CT, Wayne.
I know you.
How was your doctor?
You should let me die.
Not long, Matthew.
Even if it's just a few beds, we're really struggling down here.
I mean, I wasn't looking forward to it. Well, I was, actually, but...
Thank you. Hang on.
The ALS course in Bognor Regis.
Cancelled.